Welcome back learners. In chapter 3rd, Metals and Non-Metal, presently we are discussing the chemical properties of metal. Previously we have discussed reaction with air. Now the topic is reaction with water. So we will study how do metals react with water. Look, different metals react with water under different conditions. Some metal react with cold water, some other react with hot water, and some even react with steam. Look, there are some metals who don't react with water under any condition. So we will get to know more about these. First of all, the order of reactivity of metal decides whether the metal will react with hot water, cold water or steam. Most reactive elements or most reactive metals, they react with the cold water. If the reactivity decreases, then the requirement for hot water will increase. And if there are least reactive metals, so probably they may or may not react with water. So, first of all, the word equation. When metal combines with water, it forms metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Okay. Look, this metal oxide is very reactive. It further reacts with water to form metal hydroxide. So, the overall product of reaction of metal with water going to be metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. There are some very reactive metals like sodium and potassium which react violently with cold water. A large amount of heat get produced, so these reactions are highly exothermic, and that's why I have told you that they are stored in kerosene. We stored potassium and sodium in kerosene just to prevent them from reaction with air, or you can say moisture. So here you can see the chemical reaction, students. When potassium combines with water, it forms KOH, which is potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas, and a large amount of heat. Similarly, sodium combines with water to form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas, along with formation of a large amount of heat. Here you can see a piece of potassium has been placed in water and you can see it is burning. Okay, so this is the way these reactive metals combines with cold water. Now let's move to the next topic. Here, look, just like these two, calcium also react with water, but the reaction is not so violent. So calcium reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Students, when we react calcium with water, at that time calcium starts floating on the surface of water. And the reason for this is the bubble of hydrogen gas that formed during this reaction, calcium gets stuck to it and start floating on the surface. Now the next thing which we want to discuss is regarding magnesium. Magnesium reacts with hot water and it forms magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. It also starts floating just because of the same reason, due to the bubble of hydrogen gas which stick to magnesium metal, and it starts floating just like calcium starts floating when it gets stick with the bubbles of hydrogen gas. So these two important things we have discussed. Let's move to the next topic. I have told you reaction with cold water, then we shifted to hot water. Now metals like aluminium, iron and zinc, they react with steam, and the result will be they will form their metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Keep in mind, when metal reacts with steam, that time they forms their oxide. If your metal, they are reacting with water, either hot water or cold water, at that time they form their hydroxide. So this is the difference. When aluminium, iron, zinc, these metal will combine, they will form their metal oxides. Here I have written two chemical reactions for you. Aluminium is combining with water to form aluminium oxide and hydrogen gas has been liberated. Then you can see reaction of iron, which on reacting with water is forming iron oxide and hydrogen gas. So it must be clear to all of you. Now, we have seen three kind of reaction, but some metals such as lead, copper, silver, gold, they do not react with water at all under any condition. So students, you have seen that how do different metals react with water and under what condition. Now it's practice time. I will ask you questions regarding those things which has been explained by me, and in this manner you will get to know how much you have learned so far. So let's see the practice questions. Here you can see the first question is write equation for reaction of iron with steam, calcium and potassium with water. So you have to write the chemical equation for these things. The second question, which is not here but I am giving you, is why do calcium start floating when it reacts with water? So you can write it down that why do calcium starts floating when it reacts with water. So these questions must be easy to all of you just because you have studied all these things, you are aware of the facts and other things. So that's all for today students. Keep learning.